Hey everyone, we got a little bit of news about crafting in Star Wars The Old Republic when it comes to the upcoming 7.0 expansion. I've heard a lot of you asking, how can I best prepare for the expansion, especially when it comes to crafting, and we didn't really have any answers up until now. So we got a little snippet that may change your idea of what you want to do or not do when it comes to crafting. So here we go. This is from the developers. Augments and augmentation kits are still craftable and able to be used on all 7.0 gear. We are not raising crew skills, gathering, or crafting levels upon the 7.0 release, but they are part of our 10-year celebration plans. Oof, that was a bit of a loaded sentence right there, real short but to the point. So this is going to be the first expansion where at the launch of the expansion we don't boost up our crafting levels. However, it does sound like they want to update crafting later down the road, potentially in 2022. I have a strong suspicion that they'll probably be doing a revamp of the crafting system again. We're kind of due for one. And when that happens, maybe we'll be able to get up to rank 750 or 800 or whatever the next crafting rank would be. What does that mean for the current expansion leading up to the next expansion? What is a way that you can prepare? So one thing we did find out is that we are not raising the crew skills, they said, and augments and augment kits are still craftable and able to be used on all 7.0 gear. They didn't specifically say whether there would or would not be new augments at the expansion's launch, but it kind of sounds like there won't be. I'm just making an assumption here, but I feel like it's pretty safe to make. One thing that we know about the upcoming expansion is that gear will no longer be moddable for level 80 unless you reach the really highest tier of gear, which won't even be coming out until later in the expansion. That means for any players who do want to augment their gear, they will need to buy brand new augment kits, which are one-time use only. So one way that you can either kind of prepare your own character or prepare to help your friends or even prepare to maybe make some sweet credits in the economy is if you have a synth weaving character, an arms tech character, or an armor mech character who's reached crafting rank 690. You can craft an item called Augmentation Kit MK11. These were kind of the best augmentation kit for the 6.0 expansion, the current expansion, but they should be still useful coming up in the 7.0 expansion, at least for a while. So if you're the kind of player who likes to have the best gear in the game, I would recommend at least crafting yourself a set of 14 MK11 augment kits, and maybe even more if you want to pass them around. The big question is, should you craft like 300 of them? I don't know. That'll depend on how much risk you want to take, as we don't know when or if in the future they will require a higher tier of augment kits. For example, MK11 will eventually become irrelevant, we just don't know when. Along those same lines, should you be crafting augments? I would guess no, as many players already have their augments from the current expansion in 6.0, and they'll be able to just pull them out and put them in their new pieces of gear. Unlike the augmentation kits, augments themselves are reusable. If you're not really familiar with how augments work, or which ones you should or should not get, or whether you should get them at all, I've got an entirely different video called Augments Guide that you can check out. Another question I've seen popping up is, will stims, med packs, adrenals, all those type of things that Biochem can craft for level 75, will they scale up to level 80, especially with knowing that there's not going to be level 80 specific crafting, like they're not going to be expanding crafting at the time of the expansion's launch? I don't know the answer to that. What I'm kind of guessing is that Biochem can currently craft level 75 items. And I'm guessing in the expansion, you'll be able to continue using those level 75 items, but I don't think there will be any specific crafted level 80 ones, at least not right away. Maybe those will launch a little later on. So I'm guessing if you kind of wanted to prepare, you could try leveling a Biochem character and get those reusable med packs, adrenals, and stims for them. But I don't know if it's such a surefire thing that I'd be like, yes, go do it right now. But if you're looking for something to craft, working on a Biochem, if you don't have one already for your main character, would probably be a decent idea. I hope that gave you a good little look into what crafting and augments and augment kits might look like in the expansion. And I'd love to hear if you have any plans about leveling up crafting or pre-crafting any items for the expansions. What are your thoughts coming up for the economy of crafting in Star Wars: The Old Republic for 7.0? If you want to show your support for these types of news videos, please visit Swtorista.com/support. And if you want similar news videos to show up on your YouTube homepage, subscribe to this channel. May the crafting force be with you.